Intellectual, welcome back to the stream of consciousness. StopKillingGames.com. Keep that in mind. The issues are not over yet. One of the things that happened recently, well, the only thing that happened recently, as we're nearing the end of the signature collecting, is that there has been an allegation stating that the main guy, the main mouthpiece guy. Oh, Alex, there you are.
Sorry about leaving you alone down there, Gordon. I got a bit swamped.
And also, you're restless now.
So you did all right without me.
Of course, as usual. Not being able to. I would like to remind you that I survived the Black Mesa incident. Not being able to find yourself some spot. Allegations. The initiative has been accused of spending money that they shouldn't have spent. Something like that. Giving that money as a full salary to the main guy mouthpiece. Which of course is not true. He got nothing for that, and he also is not a professional dude that runs PR for campaigns. He's barely even involved, as he's just not so much an organizer as a man that found the issue important and tried to get appropriate people involved to get that started. And of course, as people in the comments will have you know, not my comments, their comments of the guy will have you know, this guy has not shown any signs of suicide, being prone to suicide, depression, a lack of will to live, irregularity in his schedule. So if he disappears, it's clearly not because something happened to him internally. Like they won't frame him into him having killed himself. It's been an assassination if anything happens to him. So there. That's one thing. Talking about those allegations, there's also, I've seen someone alleging that transparency proclamation being sent anonymously to was done by one Jason, you know which one, the cheater in puzzle games live on stream. However, that's probably not true. Oh snap. What do I kill it with? This is damaging, but also it's a bit too much to... Well, Alex will handle it then. Eat it. Yeah, we got him. Only those guys are still alive. Well, try me again. I guess they're too far away. So, Alex, you deal with this? Or I could try drawing in the hopper, and that will be explosive. Just in case. Quiet. And one more. Not like we're gonna use that as actual traps. Or I could... Well, now that we don't need to use that for anything else, we might try to use it as a trap. What's going on here? Nothing really. Oh, there are more zombies. So, be mindful. Oh, I could use those as actual traps against zombies. So that's the deal. We have to prepare for them coming. Don't trigger the fucking hopper. So yes, Jason is probably not involved in that. However, what Jason is involved in is all the funny things about... And them! Yes, I've noticed. Is it time yet for a shotgun? Yes. Oh, there's more of them! And the grenades are there too. Go away. Go away. You're taking headshots, go away. What hit me? That was illegal. And you should eat shit with the grenade. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's one more. Keep in mind to try to get the grenade out of his hands. Stop being able to fucking hit me. Man. Shotguns are perfectly melee weapons, just like in Doom 3, which is suboptimal. Jason, however, keeps digging himself a deeper hole, and I wanted to mention a little bit about that. So, people liked him because Why the fuck did people like him? Yeah, that's about right. He had a catchy name and made a game once, and so as you might probably know, he's making a new game now, and he's been making it for 8 years now, and it's not finished. No, of course not. He's still writing code, and he says the most of writing the game is writing the story, which it's 3 hours of content. Now he's under fire for it not being optimized, as we all, well, as people have actually analyzed the code after all the blunders that he presented. He made. He's done probably. Will I be able to use that on anyone? Oh, there's a hopper. Well, what kind of answer are you looking for? It's not that they're specifically right. It's not that they're specifically torturing the guy. It's just that accidentally this happened and it killed him. Anyway, where's the staff? How did that even happen? Why was there a patient in the first place? She might have something. There might be something to what she said. Right, his code is shit, so we've seen how he renders light in his game. His writing is pretty basic. His code writing is even more basic than that. Oh shit. We also have turrets. You can end them. Right, fantastic. So we can even trigger bubbles from here, but they'll wait for a little while. So I don't really know what he got famous for, but what I'm trying to say is that it seems like back then we hardly knew anything about him, and we just, we, audience, hardly knew anything about him, so whatever he was doing was fine enough. And then as usual, we tend to learn more details about people, and it turns out that they were never really worth knowing. And a lot of dirt came out on Jason. For instance, that he didn't wish his dad happy birthday, and apparently, since that's he didn't wish his dad happy birthday. The last time he wished his dad happy birthday was a year ago, and apparently, since they both knew that the message was from a year ago, it seems like they haven't communicated through text for a year. So that's one thing. Strange. Maybe they just talk on the phone or on an internet device through some sort of group chat with online connectivity functionality. However, it's sort of weird that the last message that they can so easily point to was that the last happy birthday from a year ago. Right. And yes, seemingly we keep learning new things about him, and all we learn about him is worse. So I guess it's very good that it's very good to keep your shit private, even if you're trying to boast or some shit like that. Because apparently, the more people know, the more there is a chance for whatever you've put out there to completely ruin you. So there, you know how it is. Security through obscurity. Now let's hit a bubble.
What you're seeing here is a visual representation of a node graph, a set of nodes and all the connections between them. The node graph is used by NPCs to figure out how to move around the world. It's not really a specific set of instructions, but rather a sort of information repository. Among other things, NPCs use the node graph to dynamically chart paths to distant areas, find cover, or scout out firing positions with a clear line of sight to their enemy.
Displaying human hull. Is it gonna turn off? Oh, there we go. So what are the red lines? It seems like one of them went close to the desk. Is it like combat? Red means danger, red means dead. And or is it the path that they shouldn't be taking because there was a chair here and they would just avoid that? I don't know. So yeah, anyway, and it's not a set of detailed path, it's just the detailed instructions. It's just all the paths that they can apparently take and all the diagonals.
This turret scenario was designed to showcase Alex's ability to provide cover for players in combat. She always hangs back a little, blasting anything that moves. In the original version, players could knock over lightly protected turrets with a single rocket, fired from the safe end of the corridor. We thought it'd be a nice way for players to feel like they'd pulled one over on the Combine. Unfortunately, playtesters routinely thought that they'd discovered a bug, or, at best, an exploit that had arisen from sloppy design. So in this case, a situation we deliberately created to make the players feel clever actually caused them to think we weren't doing our job very well. As a result of this feedback, we added a force field and additional grating to better protect the turrets.
Yeah, also, why would we waste our ammo, our precious ammo, on shit That's first of indestructible, and second that we can easily avoid. And oh, fast zombies! How did you get here? Why also Zombine? Well, you ruined it. You'd have gotten killed with the hopper. Right, so turrets, yeah, why would we waste our ammo? We could just run through, I guess? Yeah, I could just run through, I guess. And also I didn't grab the door because it's wooden, so it would get torn apart by the situation, by the bullets from the turrets, obviously. Before I launched the game, there was an update for Half-Life, actually, and since Half-Life now is all the Half-Life games, well, other than the first one, all Half-Life 2 games, there's a new update for Half-Life 2, and one of the things that they fixed only now, after 20 years, is that the train, or buggy or train, well, I thought the issue is that the buggy in the original game goes too slow. So now, so that's why there is an issue beating the train on Highway 17. The game of chicken, right? Remember that part? I played it for you for free on my channel, so you should check it out, watch it, tell your friends, subscribe, hit the like button, and if you don't like it, it's entirely your fault. Like I was saying, I thought it's because the buggy is moving too slowly, not the... There we go. That's not... Eat shit. There's still one more, but it's a weak one. Okay. And I can just run across. That's what you get. And she can just run in, right. The buggy is moving too slowly. It turns out, well, the patch notes say we've made the train move more closely to the speed back in the original release, and that's supposed to, I think, mean that now the train moves slower, which allows for the buggy to make the game of chicken easier and more reliable, just like it was back in the day, as opposed to... So the turrets, oh yeah, also weird. Okay, that should sort of work the other way around. When you disable the power, it should stay open rather than when you would need power to close it, right? So it's never that you can just shut off the turrets and render them useless. Yeah, the train now, I take it to mean that the train will now be more reliable. The train section will be more reliable to beat, specifically. Other than that, minor tweaks. Are you utilizing any consoles? No? Weird. You've got one here, maybe you can learn shit. I guess not. Only now will I again mention, well, actually continue talking about Subnautica 2. Oh, that's again. I guess we shouldn't pay attention much to that since you didn't yet decide... Ah shit, that can't be right. Didn't yet decide that you want to hear the whole speech. So there's a node and events are gonna happen, so I guess I'll try to push it through here. There we go. Advisors again. Of course they are. Oh, missiles. Since we've got missiles now, can I... That's probably... Okay, anyway. Fortunately, it did not happen. The missile did not blow up. There's a thing. If you're carrying an RPG-7 rocket-propelled grenade, they've got a cap at the end of the rocket missile, and if you take it off, it makes it armed. It's like a protector. At the front, there's a button that detonates the thing. And the issue is, people take it off, and then if they fall over, the warhead detonates and kills them. Don't do that. You should take it only once you're ready to shoot, not carry it basically with the safety off. So what's the thing?
We wanted players to realize that they've been spotted and the Combine are now aware of their arrival at the train station. It sounds like a simple task, but it actually took a lot of thought to draw the player's attention to the various events that communicate this message. First, a train horn sounds, which gives Alex an opportunity to mention that the station is in sight. Next, the lights go off to grab the player's attention and to make the monitors stand out in the dark. At this point, the player should be looking at one of the monitors, so finally the Kleiner transmission is interrupted briefly by a Combine advisor. Originally, the advisor appeared on a jumbotron outside, but we were never able to reliably make playtesters look at it. The flashing Combine camera should also provide some indication that trouble is brewing. Though it's not a proper gate, the zombie draped over the exit is designed to slow the player down just long enough for Alex to finish her lines.
Very well. Strange, did the lights actually dim here? What's the light in this room? There isn't a light in this room. Also, we could use for the next section, because there's gonna be... Oh, okay. There's gonna be Combine showing up. Okay, so that's gonna happen again, and it's gonna keep happening? Okay, that's fine. Yes, finally I'm gonna continue talking about Subnautica, Subnautica 2 specifically. I talked about the first prequel to the game, and now we can tackle the issue properly. So the issue is, the guys made their independent studio and made the game, and it was successful. And then they made a sequel, and I guess it was successful enough as well. And so eventually they were bought out. I mean, you know how it is. You're faced with the question of whether you... they're gonna run down through from here, and I don't know where from. I've got traps, I've got mines. Hello.
I wondered if you were gonna make it in time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Combine's on our tail. What's the plan?
I'm sending folks out in groups. And like I said before, if you can keep them safe and provide cover, you might actually stand a chance of reaching the escape trails. Here we go.
Well, don't send the first group yet. We also have a note to go through. And other things. Yeah. So you're faced with a conundrum as an independent game developer. Whether you want to continue doing what you're doing independently on your own and rack in the entire... all of you, I see. The entire reward, but you will also have to, you will always have to keep in mind that the next project is gonna have to be funded out of your own pocket. Oh, we can pick that one, not the big one. Out of your own pocket, or you could give up the independence and get signed up by a larger studio that will give you money no matter what, essentially, and you can still continue to work on your things, sell the license, but instead also you will get a large injection. What would be the word? You're gonna sell the rights, so you're gonna get paid for that up front as well, and then you're gonna work on top of that. So a quick buck and a large one at that could be tempting, and so they did pick that. Now the note first.
Originally, Barney started off in this map in the doorway down by the citizens, but playtesters tended to wander around for a while before stumbling across him. We moved him up here to guarantee that his scene with Alex would unfold before players began any exploration. He's standing over a dead Metro cop because it's a plausible-looking long-term activity, in case players don't move directly down to him. Nearby reward items also tend to draw players toward him.
That guy was as tired and uninterested in talking about his own game as I am, right? Also, we've got explosive barrels that we could utilize later on, or now, because I don't know where they're gonna drop, so yeah, I'm not gonna just drop them where they are. I could put the barrels where the mines aren't, so that we've got like a still a way to get them when they're rippling down. I know about that, yep. Spoiler. Yeah, he took the deal, sold the studio and the rights, and now he just works on the games as an employee. And they were working on Subnautica 2, and everything was looking fine. However, it ended up being such that the deal, the contract, said that if they managed to release the game early, and the sales will be very good of the early access sales, they will be entitled to $250 million of extra pay. And so the studio noticed that they can do it and decided to fire the developers and move the release to the next year. So that's the deal. Very cool. And fortunately, these guys are up for having a lawsuit. They're drafting the lawsuits apparently right now. And I do wish them luck, because that was unfair. So what have we got here? More medkits, just in case I need them, and small ones too, which would be more useful probably. Right, there's also more things here. There's Barney.
Move him out.
Looking worse for wear continually. Yeah. Oh, there's a note here too.
Here we wanted to include something a little different, an escort mission. Most of our gameplay involves constant forward motion, so we wanted to design a situation where players would fight through the same basic area multiple times. This temporary backtracking would create a series of encounters where players had a full tactical awareness of their surroundings. Once again, all of this turned out to be more easily said than done, and this sequence went through a lot of iterations. Originally, the train yard was one big space. This approach had a couple of problems. Since players had a constant unbroken view of the entire area, it was virtually impossible to maneuver enemies into position for stage combat events, and because they could always see the goal, players didn't get much of a sense that they were leading citizens somewhere the citizens couldn't get to on their own. Ultimately, we broke the environment into two different spaces, a parking lot and a maintenance building. Because neither area can be seen from the other, we're able to repopulate the spaces with new, more deadly combinations of enemies while the player isn't looking. It also makes the journey feel lengthier and more significant.
Yeah, just you know those like ropes on poles that tell you to go around to form a line within them. You could just go from from like an end of a sidewalk to the door in 4 steps. However, when there are ropes, you tell the people that they can't go through here, and you make a massive fucking labyrinth to slow them down. So that's basically what this is. Oh yeah, that's finally where we're gonna get a fucking revolver. Because we haven't gotten that yet. We're full on that too. More medkits. We're mostly gonna need armor.
We wrestled with the problem of plausibly repopulating this area with soldiers between each trip. After several iterations, we decided to have the soldiers jump in through some high windows. This solution has several advantages beyond maintaining incredible fiction. It makes the incoming enemies more immediately visible, and, since the windows are unreachable from the ground, players aren't able to exit through them. Plus, leaping soldiers turn into tumbling ragdolls when shot, which is always entertaining.
Very cool. So the first move of the people is also we can control them, right? Yeah. We can control them, so we can keep them away from combat is one thing, and instead of losing people we can safely escort all of them is one thing. And second, of course, the first go through is safe, so that we can learn the area per their idea of teaching players how to deal with the issues or presenting upcoming challenges, whether they're, I guess, creatures or areas where you're going to be fighting. Unless, of course, just they just have an arena that you continually go forwards in. Oh, Alex probably is gonna take this machine gun position. I can still not get up there, right? Yeah, alright. Okay. If only we could just hop on the train. I should just hop on the train and not look back. Most of this section is gonna be done in the next episode, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully we will see each other in something I pay for free. I'm just gonna escort these people, and that's probably gonna be it. We're gonna see each other in the next one.
Doing good.
There's a revolver. Ah, hacks. Out of the way. I'm trying to keep you safe. Yeah, exactly. Why didn't you think about that? Why didn't we just send for more people from when we were making progress? Right, and they're just gonna disappear when we're gonna leave. So what's in here for the future? More revolver ammo, of course. So we wanna prepare for revolver. I can carry up to 12 max, and the box will have 6. So I don't wanna waste that right away. You deal with that. I can't. There is a door in my way, right?
Get back, Doc. I'm sure you want to help everyone else get to safety first.
Yeah. Totally. How do I? No, I've got immediate. Well, oh well. And I could. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Right. See you next time.